Have you ever just paused mid-sentence, trying to figure out if you should say in the evening, on the evening, or at the evening? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. Let's clear up one of the trickiest parts of English grammar once and for all. I mean, look at them. In, on, at. They're so small, right? But wow, can they cause a lot of headaches. When you're talking about time, using them correctly can seriously feel like a random and kind of frustrating guessing game. But what if I told you there's a super simple, visual way to get it right every single time? A little mental picture that just makes everything click into place. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make this easy. So let me introduce you to the pyramid of precision. I know it sounds a little fancy, but trust me, it's just a simple map for your brain. It helps organize these little words logically, and best of all, it takes all the guesswork out of the equation. Okay, so here's how it works. Just picture a pyramid. It goes from broad and general at the bottom to super specific at the top. The huge, wide base, that's for in. Think big chunks of time. Then, in the middle, we've got on, which narrows things down. And right at the very tip top, you've got at, for the most exact pinpoint moments.
All right, let's dive in, starting at the bottom of our pyramid with in. This one is all about the big picture.
You're going to want to use in for these big, general containers of time. We're talking about any period that isn't nailed down to a specific day or a precise hour. For example, you'd use it for months, right? My birthday is in November. Or for years, I graduated in 2017. Seasons work too, like in winter. Even big parts of the day, like let's meet in the afternoon. You see? They're all these large, general blocks of time. Okay, so let's climb up our pyramid a little. We're moving to the middle section where things get a bit more specific with on. So if in was for the whole calendar, think of on as pointing to one single page, one specific square on that calendar. We're zooming in from those big chunks like months and years down to individual days. This is one we use all the time. We have meetings on Tuesday. We go to a concert on the 8th of September. We see our family on Christmas Eve. It's all about a specific day. We've gone from the general to the particular. Makes sense, right? And now we've reached the very top of our pyramid, the sharpest point. This is where we find AT, and it is all about pinpoint accuracy. Yep. AT is for when you need to be super precise. We're talking about the sharpest, most specific moments you can think of. It's like putting a tiny little pin on a timeline. So, naturally, you're going to use at for clock times. I'll see you at 7 p.m. And for those really exact moments, like at sunrise or at midnight. Now, here is the one weird exception you just got to remember. We always say at night. I know, it feels like a big chunk of time, but that's just one of those quirks of English. It's always at night. Okay, awesome. You've pretty much mastered the pyramid. But before we wrap up, I want to give you two final little tricks for your toolkit, just to make absolutely sure all of this sticks. First up is this really cool syllable trick specifically for parts of the day. Check this out. If the word has more than one syllable, think morning, afternoon, evening, you use in. But if it's just one syllable, like noon or night, you use at. How cool is that? It's a simple little sound rule, and it works pretty much every time. And for my last trick, I've got a golden sentence for you. Seriously, if you just memorize this one sentence, you've basically got the entire pyramid down. Here it is. My bus left at midnight on a Tuesday in June. Did you catch that? Look at the order. At for the exact time, on for the specific day, and in for the month. It's our pyramid, just working backwards from specific to general. ATONIN. So let's recap your new preposition toolkit real quick. First, you've got the pyramid. In for big stuff, on for days, and at for exact points. Second, you have the syllable tip, in the morning versus at night. And third, you've got that golden sentence to lock it all in. At midnight, on Tuesday, in June. Easy, right? And with those simple tools, you are totally set. The next time you have to choose between in, on, and at, you're not going to be guessing anymore. You'll just know. You'll be speaking with so much more confidence. So what do you say?